When Christ is the head of the family has order. He brings healing, he brings wholeness, he brings restoration to the family. So in an ideal setup, Christ is the head. But you will also notice that the fathers have been greatly attacked. And so as we seek this conversation, we are praying that fathers will arise, because they are the leaders of the family unit and they are indeed the protectors of the family. So as we look at particularly our context as Africans, we know our homesteads and we love the African heart because it is the safe, sacred space where life is entrusted. But the African heart has a hole, and through this hole, snakes are being thrown in. They're coming in through the hole. The question is, what should we do about that? What is the appropriate solution? Is the solution to take up a machete and hit the snakes? Well, if you take that route, it will be a long and arduous walk. Why? Because snakes are crafty. They will not just sit there and wait for you to hit them. But there's a more appropriate solution. We want to make sure that we seal the hole from where the snakes are coming in through. So what is the hole? The hole is the sexual revolution of the 1960s. This is the greatest onslaught against the family, against our households, and indeed on a grander plane, the greatest onslaught against the sovereignty of our African nations. What is the sexual revolution? It is a social and cultural movement that began in the 60s that resulted in liberalized attitudes towards sex and morality. A lot has been done, and you can find this information online concerning the sexual revolution. In our better homely terms, it is a culture of death. And presently it is disguised as SRHR, that stands for Sexual Reproductive Health and Rights. Whenever and wherever you see that acronym, SRHR, you must know that these are the ones who advocate for abortion. They advocate for comprehensive sexuality education and the LGBTQ plus agenda as human rights. The SRHR movement is indeed a culture of death, because right from inception, children should be aborted, should be killed. And those ones who manage to survive when they go to school, they should be given comprehensive sexuality education that promotes promiscuous sexual behavior amongst children and young people beginning from age 4, where the suggestion is that children as young as age 4, they should be taught on masturbation. Children as young as age 9 should be given the option to explore same-sex relations. So a girl and a girl, a boy and a boy. Children as young as age 15 should be given the right to explore with their different gender identities, so that someone is born a girl, but they can take up sexual conversations and explore with changing their sexual identity. These are the conversations that are enshrined and are detailed in the comprehensive sexuality education, and we'll have the occasion of unpacking this further. But wherever and whenever you see the acronym SRHR, be aware that these are the proponents of abortion, comprehensive sexuality education, and the homosexual lifestyle that includes lesbianism, queer, transgenderism, and pedophilia. What is pedophilia? Right now they are saying that these are minor attracted persons. What does that even mean? It means that someone will come and say, I have a right to have sex with your child, and you have no right to say no. The huge agenda and their strategy is remove parental consent. Yes, remove the parents from this conversation so that we can have access to have sex with children, and children can have access to have sex amongst themselves.